Yeah, there's this house. This is more in like western Massachusetts. I think this is west of Worcester, if I'm not mistaken. It's in a place called Bar, Mass. I kind of want to call it Barre, because that sounds cuter, right? But I'm like 100% sure it's pronounced Bar, but I want to call it Barre. But this house is literally terrifying. The outside is so unassuming, so normal, and yet its visage makes you feel as if something is watching you from the inside. Just a strange sense of uncomfortability from something so unassuming. And you wonder, what is making you feel this way? What could possibly be wrong with this house? It's so normal looking. It even has a garage. And they have a normal looking car. And then you get inside and you're like, huh. Well, blood red is a strange choice for a room, but it could be worse. Nothing too out of place here. It could be way worse. Not my style. I would not choose to have red in my entry room. Too light red to be blood. It's like fresh blood. Some blood is dark and some blood is light. And then you go into the kitchen and you're like, okay, that's strange. Why do they have an industrial oven and stovetop in here? Considering how cheap this house is. This is a house in Massachusetts for $275,000. That's how you know there's something wrong with this house. Like, not even like structurally wrong with this house. That's how you know that it is completely fucking haunted and you might die if you move in. They're like, you might be able to afford a $275,000 house in Western Massachusetts, but you know, the poltergeists are gonna get you at some point. You can't live forever. This house ain't right. Apparently, this marble top on this island is imported from Italy. Somehow they have an industrial stovetop with a little pentagram thing on the wall above it. Or pentacle, sorry. I used the wrong one. And also imported marble from Italy, but the house is only $275,000. How many murders? All of them. You're gonna have to sacrifice a person once every 5 years to keep the poltergeist away from murdering you. They're still gonna bother you every day, but you know. At least you'll live if you can provide them with many sacrifices. Something about this room makes me feel really uneasy. I don't know if it's the fact that the actual dining room chairs look way lower quality than the strange fancy cuck chair in the corner. Like, is this where they come to eat their pounds of human flesh and Nosferatu is just watching them? What? Something about this room just does not make me feel good. And I can't explain why. I just have that feeling. The dining cuck. Why are there books at the placemats? That's a great question. Next question. Also dusty as fuck. The whole house is dusty as fuck. Like, this whole house looks like it hasn't been dusted in a gajillion years. I don't know who lived here, or how long they lived here, or how there's so much dust everywhere. Knowledge is for dinner. Oh, there's 2 cuck chairs. There's 2 cuck chairs in the dining room. You can have Nosferatu and Nosferatu's newest victim watching you eat the rest of the flesh of the person. There's this room. I don't like the way this room looks either. There's like little statues. There's a better picture of these statues later on. I guess maybe they uploaded more pictures since I looked at this. But there's like a cat woman statue and like a goat woman statue on either side of a wooden box. and a bunch of cauldrons in front of a fireplace, because you can't have just one. You need all size cauldrons. Oh, here's the better picture. There's a closer to the weird statues. And also, once again, there's just dust fucking everywhere. Like, this thick layer of dust underneath this chair in the corner. Oh, there's like no dust over the rest of the room. Like, you can even see like the light shining on it. It looks like it's been swept-ed. But why is there so much dust under that chair? This is a weird painting that looks almost like a fallen angel mixed with, What's that guy? What's that guy that talks about the Khajiits? It looks kind of like him. It looks kind of like him. Yeah, there's a bat plushie over there in the corner. There's some more statues on the table of this very sunken-in couch. I feel like you're playing Ace Attorney. Nice Anne Frank book. Oh my god, they do have an Anne Frank book. What the hell? What the heck? Something looks weird with this old guy on the TV. I don't like that. Look at all that fucking dust, dude. Look at all that fucking dust. I have a book of Egypt here. I recognize that. That's a hieroglyphic. I guess these might be Egyptian cat lady statues. I don't like this statue. I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't know what the fuck that is. Hold on a second. There's like a black and white photo of a child here that makes me think of like ghost movies with evil children in them. I definitely don't like this. I definitely do not enjoy this. 100% last owner died in that chair. Jesus Christ. I have never seen a sink like that. That's so strange. That's so weird. That's how sinks used to be. Really? I've like even like older sinks. I've seen the oh god. Oh, I'm rubbing my eyes for a second. Hold on, chat. I gotta take a second. I looked over at my OBS, and a heart was, like, floating across the screen. But in my brain, it didn't register as one of the hearts for the cup immediately, so I thought something in the picture of the house was moving. I was gonna lose my fucking mind, man. Ghost fucking got her. I saw the spirit orb! Put it down in the book so we can figure out what type of ghost it is. I like the staircase, though. That's a nice staircase. You know what I don't like? You know what I don't like in this image, chat? This hole for the ceiling cat. The ceiling cat is supposed to watch you masturbate, not jump scare you at the bottom of the stairwell. Alright, okay? What the fuck is this? This looks like one of those little like servant bells. I own a couple of these that don't look like this, mind you. They're like the porcelain ones. But that's what it looks like. And also someone punched the wall up here, I guess. What the fuck? Enhance. What the fuck happened over here? Why the fuck is the wall peeling like that? What the fuck? Dry rot. That bathroom needs to be scraped and repainted. Yeah, that's a rough looking wall. Chat. This is why I don't use bar soap. Look at how disgusting that thing looks. It's like covered in mold, dude. That is disgusting. Don't use bar soap. Don't use the bar soap, man. All right, hold on. This room has a weird lantern. I don't think that lantern is necessary. There's also a weird monkey lady statue on the dresser. Ooh, I've always wanted one of these pots though. Hold on, you can't see it. On the dresser. Help, I'm stuck. There we go. On the dresser next to the monkey lady statue, there's a powder pot, which is where they would have like those big, they're like, I don't even know what to call it. It was just like a powder poof. And so like the container would be filled with powder, and then the powder poof would be on top of it, and then you'd open it and you'd pump your face with the powder poof, and you'd become a powdered lady. I don't like this room. Something about this room also makes me feel uncomfortable. The flooring needs help. Yeah, the flooring is definitely sagging to the center a bit, which is common in older homes. If you haven't had the floor like treated. It's the painting. The painting is very spooky, but also the bed? The bed just, I don't know, something about it doesn't make me feel right, man. Bad placement is sus. Bed steps. The bed steps are for an elderly cat, which they also have like a cat scratching thing over here. My dad like made steps for his cat when it got elderly. Okay, this angle did not help with the creepiness of the room. But we have things to zoom in on now. There's another lantern here. Oh wait, no, it's the same lantern from earlier. This is the weird monkey lady statue in the powder pot. And they have like other weird statues that looks like Isis maybe? And Anubis? This person really liked Egypt, I guess? Oh, we found the mother lode, man. We found the mother lode. They have a weird stick with a flag on it. I have some weird imagery here. There's a weird man's face above the doorway. This is just the chair where they threw all of their clothes that they've worn once but weren't ready to be washed again yet. You have some more weird statues over here in the back. You have this tiny weird painting. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is going on in this painting on the side here? And there's like text on the painting that says like hail, and then I can't read it, and then like awake, and then I can't read it. You think it's Cernunnos? It very much could be. That's Hercene, god of the hunt in Skyrim. The banner staff is weird too. Yeah, you've got like a weird like horned thing that might be a god based on the disc behind him. Next to like another weird painting of like agony. And then like some strange pagan staff object. Like this house is horrifying, chat. The Bohemian Grove painting. What the fuck is the snake thing? I don't know, dude. I don't know what that weird snake thing is either, but it's got like the face of those masks from Crash Bandicoot. Are those fertility dolls? They might be, because they're missing like the abdomen area and they do look like women. This one looks definitely weirder because you can see like the woman's head and her booba and her arms come down around her womb area, and like these are her knees and these are her feet. So like it's a very weird shape. I'm guessing, based on all of the Egyptian iconography, this is probably also like a replica of an Egyptian statue. Definitely some pagan witchcraft going on here. 3 a.m. is gonna be a wild time to be awake. Gotta put the paintings in the right order to get the medallion to put on the statues. You can go into the basement. They burned a bunch of witches there, so the property's cheap because of the mouth of hell in the garage. This has Latin written below it. I cannot read what it says, though. It's a little washed out. Some of us had to pay extra to get good curses applied. This looks like statue, again, of Isis, possibly. Little Isis statue with Celtic knot shit on a little altar cloth. That's weird, combining the Celts with Egyptians. What is this fucking thing called? Isn't this called like the Sephiroth or some shit? Isn't it the Sephiroth? Hold on. The first Sephira, Keter, literally crown in Hebrew, represents the highest and first point of divine manifestation. Okay. The mystical tree of life diagram of 10 Sephiroth from the basis of all creation. While there are actually 11, we say there are 10 because that is the number associated with Kedusha, holiness, where the system is complete. Sometimes the Sephira of Dot is counted in place of Keter, and sometimes vice versa. It all depends on which spiritual system we're analyzing. There are many ways which we can analyze them, but before doing that, we need to understand deeply what each Sephira is all about. Yeah, I can't read these hieroglyphics, man. In the Zohar? Hold on. Zohar is that, like, fancy fucking object in Xenosaga. Hold on, I recognize that name. Where did it just take me? What is happening? In the Zohar, we also find that the Sephira of Keter, that is, Hashem's will, is pure compassion with the desire to bestow only good to his creations. As creatures built with divine image, we also have our own Keter, which we must surrender to Hashem, doing his mitzvot and studying his Torah. Chat, what the fuck is happening? What is happening? Is Xenosaga heavily references the Kabbalah? Hell yeah, dude. That's crazy. What is this? Like, what do you use it for? Besides acid trip AI art. Yes, Kier, that is ancient Hebrew written on it. Yeah, hieroglyphics. You have Russian hieroglyphics and Egyptian hieroglyphics and Japanese hieroglyphics and Jewish hieroglyphics, you know? This is written by Chaim Apson. He is a teacher and Kabbalah enthusiast. Hebraic magic? I didn't know the Jews had magic! Is that how they make the pickles taste so good? The guy was mixing Jews, Egyptians, and pagans. What a weird thing to do! I don't know what god this is, but this looks like it has at least 2 heads and, like, smoking. Why would anyone post this house with these pictures? Are they looking for an occult buyer? To be fair, the house is only $275,000 in Massachusetts. Imagine naming your child Cain. Is that a Greek thing? No, it doesn't look like Shiva. It doesn't look like Shiva, and it also looks like there's something else with a face, like, crawling out in the behind here. You really hate that I'm not entirely wrong calling them all hieroglyphics. Hiero means stone, and glyphs means images. Ah, yes, technically right. The best kind of right. The Kabbalah is basically a heresy of Second Temple Judaism. It runs counter to all of the laws in Leviticus. Interesting. I think you see some Zoroastrian stuff up in the back, too. Maybe, like, the only Zoroastrian iconography I know of is literally that one bird in Civilization. If someone were to show me other Zoroastrian iconography, I would not be able to recognize it. Agni, Hindu, the god of fire, acts like Mercury Hermes. Oh, that's possible. That could possibly be him. This is a very crazy room. There's some weird tablet on another altar over here. And it's got 2 candles that are heavily burn-stained with soot. And it looks like there's 2 little statues here in front of the tablet. This is obviously some sort of, like, Egyptian tablet recreation as well. I guess, to be fair, it could also be some sort of Jewish Kabbalah-related tablet, but so many books about being a witch. Yeah, like, how do you even get to this altar if there's so many books in front of it? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. And then up here on the mantle, we have some, like, goat people statues. This is literally a goat man with wings, like actual devil shit. Like, what is happening? What is this house, man? Another indicator that they're a bad occultist is that they posted that image in the first place. They're just an occultist for the attention, as it were. Also, can I just say how weird it is how small the doorway is in comparison to this armoire? Why is this armoire so big? Those doors are fucking massive. You remember those drums from the 70s? I do not remember these drums existing in real life, but they did. You can't even call it a Satanist house. They're mixing all of the cults. Yeah, they're just like a special cult house. This is probably how the trick house in Pokemon was. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. I need a minute to recover from that hallway. Looking at that hallway, you can understand my abject fear. Oh, God. Look at those curves. All right. Okay, so deep breath. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this hallway? What are these, like, Tetris pieces on the ceiling? Why is it curved? Why is the wood floor placed at an angle? Why is everything like this? This is the entrance to the labyrinth. This is where you drag this is specifically the hallway meant for dragging the bodies. This is some backroom shit, liminal hallway. You love it so much, you want to live in the hallway? Okay, that's just strange. And also, I don't know if you guys can see it. There's something in this window. And like, it's blurry as fuck and I can't tell what it is, but like, there's sort of a round shape here. And sort of like a shoulder-ish curve like here. Chat, first of all, why is there a window in whatever part of the house this is in that's this small? Second of all, why is it completely pitch black on the other side of this window? In a couple of old homes I've seen, there have been like windows in the inside that just go from room to room for some fucking reason. But this one looks like it's in almost a basement. Like this has to be underground, right? There's no way that this window goes to the outside in any way, shape, or form. Is this house bigger on the inside? Is this some kind of House of Leaves house? Kier, that's the second floor. I just don't believe you. I just don't believe this is a hallway on the second floor. There's no way. Up the brightness on the picture. You have to know. You wonder if someone was looking through the window when the pic was taken and it blacked out in Photoshop after the fact. I mean, it's possible. You can sort of see it even from far away, but it's like, there's a quick time event in this hall. Fuck, I'm bad at quick time events, man. Let us move on from this hallway before we are never able to. Oh, hello, little hearts. Okay, moving on from that hallway was possibly a mistake. Why does this hallway look like a beehive? Why does this look like a fucking beehive? What is this? I don't think this is how you make a wall. That's some rough daub. Was this made by mud daubers? Who built this house? That's literally in the walls. Oh my god, that's the stucco walls on the internal. Not unusual. Slater board construction, you never see that? That goes into the attic room? I don't know, man. This looks like concrete down here. This looks like it's in the basement. This looks like the house from Resident Evil 7. Oh my god, you're right. Are those stairs the slant in the other hallway? I don't know. I don't see anything going to stairs here, but it's possible that this hallway goes to these stairs. Looks like the hills have eyes. Oh. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Is this all like mud daubered the fuck out? Because this is how they hide all the bodies after they put them in the wall? After the sacrificial ritual, they just add more slabs to cover up the bones, dude? This does not spark joy. Oh my god. Easy access wiring. This is some terrible wire management, man. You can legit crawl into that? I don't think you should. Please do not crawl into the murder hole in the cultist house, alright? You won't get out again. Can you see how many times the house has been sold? I can check. I can check when we get through the pictures, because, like, what the fuck, dude? That's why it's called a crawl space. I don't think this is the crawl space, man. We must eat the attic cotton candy. I'm pretty sure this is the basement. This looks like it goes into the basement, man. Like, the stairs look more wooden here than they do here. This looks like they have, like, the wood slat with, like, maybe a small layer of concrete on top. Or maybe it's just, like, super aged wood. So you like nothing about this house. I am scared for whoever buys this house, man. It's like the backside of the lath and plaster walls. We can see the light. Yeah, we can see the light. I'm pretty sure this is the basement. I'm pretty sure this is into the basement, man. You're gonna buy it just to burn it. brother. This attic don't look much better, man. This attic does not look good. What is this? What is this over on the side? The rope is already there. I think these are pipes. I think these are small pipes, not rope. A shelving unit? I don't know, man. Hello, every scary movie attic I've ever seen. Yeah, this is like phasmophobia tier attic, man. Aesthetics are all over the place. You'd still buy it for the stories you would have. This is the least creepy room in the whole house. Are you sure about that? Are you sure this is the least creepy fucking room in the whole house? Why does this look so fucking ominous, dude? The organ storage. Definitely the ritual room. Why the totes? Why are the totes stacked in the middle here? Just 4 of them. So far away from any of the wall. Like, what? Why? You've lived in far worse. I don't know, man. This makes me feel uncomfortable. This is where you keep the dishonorable chatters. The ones who do gaslighting. Hey, yo. This Resident Evil basement actually looks less scary than the rest of the house. Like, this basement actually looks moderately normal. Except for this part over here that looks like it's actually just completely stained with soot. People get burned to death over there. The fucking forbidden cotton candy is like leaking out of the walls over here. Looks kind of fucked up. Clear lots of water damage. But still, like the least terrifying room so far. It's just a generator from Dead by Daylight. True. You gotta turn the generator before the demon gets down here. And that brings us to the end of our tour of Occultist Home. Chat, it's got a fabulous crystal chandelier. Investors take note of this rare opportunity. 1800s antique Italianate house. Located in the heart of lovely Bar. Center boasts character and charm. I don't think I would use character and charm for this house. This uniquely constructed home is built of stacked pine wood and also the dead bodies of the previous owner's enemies and also the hopes and dreams of the demons that they summoned. From 1842, and only 4 exist in Massachusetts. All right, okay. We need to find all 4 of these stacked pine wood houses from 1842 and see exactly where they're built. Because if all 4 of these houses are built on specific, like, ley line areas, we're gonna figure out some creepy shit. And so now I have a mission. I have a mission to find these homes. The 4 corners of the altar. Yes, the 4 cardinal points. They're all cult houses. It's been sold 3 times already in near exact 4-year intervals. I don't like that. Kitchen features mahogany counters, custom cabinetry, Italian marble island, a subway tile, and hardwood flooring. A dining room has a shadow box, wainscoting, crown molding, fabulous crystal chandelier, and built-ins. And former parlor features a distinctive 1905 Czechoslovakian chandelier. Stunning and elegant arched stairway, along with an additional stairway. Why did they say it like that? That leads upstairs to bedrooms with loads of character. This property is in need of a roof, paint, appliances, and some other repairs, but is being sold far below assessed value due to these reasons. Is it due to those reasons, or is it due to being a murder house filled with poltergeists? Home is conveniently located minutes to Woods Memorial Library, Ruggles Elementary, historical bar common, restaurants and shops, along with easy commuter access. This has only been on here 2 days and has already been saved 278 times. Likely to sell faster than 100% nearby. There ain't no fucking way, buddy. There ain't no fucking way. It's a one-way street. Wait, it's a one-way street and I can't even go down the street. I'm like blocked. They literally do not wish for you to view this home. Chat is so spooky. It's so spooky. This fucking plummet! They were like, oh, your house is worth a lot. And then they went inside and saw all the cult shit. Oh god, here we go. Here we go. So it was sold in 1997 for $90,000. And then sold in 2001 for $229,000. And then in 2005 for $369,000. And now it's for sale in 2025 for $275,000 doodles. Yo, that chatter was right. It is nearly 4-year intervals. That's kind of crazy. Why is it sold that way? Did the people who bought it in 2005 and didn't sell it for 20 years, like, create more issues or fix some of the old ones? Like, Stephen King might be a retard, but he was right about the Northeast being the creepiest ass place in the US. True. The fact that it dropped value is pretty wild, yeah? Yeah. You wonder what happens every 4 years. The owners probably get murdered by whatever lives there. You love creepy places like that. Price went down in 20 years? That's odd. Well, I mean, did you see the inside? Demonic murder house with quick access to an elementary school totally doesn't point to sacrifice. Please do not perform child sacrificial rituals to Baphomet in your garden. No, Kirsche, I'm being sarcastic. Elections are every 4 years, and that changes markets. I mean, you know, sold in 4-year intervals, and there's only 4 of them. 1, 2, 3. You're right. This is the 4th time it's been listed for sale. I feel like you probably don't want to be the 4th person to own this home, based on pattern recognition. All the occult stuff was to protect them. The only way they survived past 4 years in this house, I mean, fucking maybe. Fucking maybe, dude. I do not fucking know. That is insane. Actually fucking insane.